In the heart of the 14th century, Europe found itself in the grip of an unprecedented crisis that would reshape the continent irrevocably. This was not a battle of nations or empires, but a silent and insidious invader known as the Black Death. This catastrophic plague, arriving in 1347, decimated populations and left a lasting imprint on the social, economic, and cultural fabric of Europe. The Black Death, known today to be caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis, was spread via flea-infested rats. These carriers of death traversed the trade routes of Eurasia, under the decks of ships, and within the bundles of merchant wagons, from the bustling ports of Venice to the shores of Constantinople. When the disease appeared in Messina, Sicily, in October of 1347, few could imagine the brutal impact that would soon follow. As the disease advanced northward through Italy and into France, it claimed the lives of half the residents in afflicted urban centers. Within just a few years, an estimated 25 million people, roughly one-third of Europe's population at the time, succumbed to the plague. Symptoms were as gruesome as they were rapid. Blackened swellings, known as buboes, appeared on the body. High fevers and vomiting followed, and many died within a few days of showing symptoms. Fear ruled the land as families were torn apart, and entire villages were left desolate. Traditional medical practices of the time, laden with superstition and faulty theories, were utterly futile against the microscopic enemy. Religious institutions, already deeply embedded in daily life, sought to explain the catastrophe as divine retribution for humanity's sins. This resulted in flagged processions and penitent masses, but these religious practices did little to stop the relentless spread of death. Amidst the profound despair, the plague had ripple effects that transformed medieval society. Labor shortages gave rise to better working conditions for serfs and peasants, who suddenly found themselves in higher demand. Wages increased, and the traditional feudal system began to crumble, making way for the early hints of a more modern economy. Moreover, the reduction in population meant more land and resources for the survivors, fostering a rise in individual wealth and personal freedom. In the realm of culture and art, the Black Death inspired a sobering reflection on mortality. This was vividly captured in the macabre designs and grim themes of that era's artistic expressions. Literature, too, did not escape the influence of plague, with works such as The Decameron by Giovanni Boccaccio illustrating the human struggle against the plague and its social consequences. The psychological impact of the Black Death on European society was no less profound. The abrupt disruption of life fostered a shift in worldview that emphasized the fragility of human existence. Communities were forced to embrace change and adaptation as a means of survival. The Black Death remains a stark reminder of both the resilience and vulnerability of humanity in the face of unpredictable pandemics. Its memory endures not only as a tale of tragedy, but as a catalyst for change, ushering Europe into a new era of innovation and cultural evolution. As we study this sobering chapter of history, we gain insights into the complexities of human society under crisis, and the capacity for growth and transformation in the aftermath of profound adversity.